So let us begin the second session, and we were discussing the Bangmaya Tapa. This means the austerity of speech. Sometimes we don't talk at all to control this thing. No, it should not be. It should be normal. But at the same time, alertness, that is main thing. Constantly alert. Bhagavan Buddha, he used to say, apramatya bhava. Pramatya is uncontrolled. The apramatya, you should not be uncontrolled. Always alert. What you are speaking, how you are speaking. So by that way, you should control yourself, and also whoever around, whomever you are meeting, they should feel happy. Once I was traveling from here, from Dallas to Chicago, and two young boys, they call redneck now. So two young, very sturdy boys, they were sitting by me. I was on the aisle seat, and they were over here. Then when they were giving the coffee and etc., so I took the coffee and they took the drinks. So small bottles, they were going on ordering and going on drinking. After 2-3 like that, then they looked at me and said, "Sir, you don't drink the wine?" I don't know. I never. Never in your life you tasted? No. Oh my God, you have not tasted it? So I told, no, I'm sorry, but anyway, I didn't do that. So, are you a holy man? I told, to some extent you can. I'm trying to be. So like that, I started talking and slowly about Hinduism, about these, about that. They were not at all happy with the Indians and these and why they should come over here. We don't go to India. Why you people should come? Then I told, you see, if you go to the history, a time was there. European, they went to India. And then what to do? Then we came to exchange, They went to visit India, and then they took all our wealth. And then we came to collect those wealth. And so slowly we are. So it is going on like that. And then we became friendly. This boy, who was not at all happy in the beginning, and slowly, I was just joking and cutting the fun with the young boys as they. But afterwards, when the plane landed in Chicago here, and he told, "Sir, if you don't mind, can I hug you?" I told, "Why not?" Then he came, not the young one, the other one, a little elderly. He came and hugged me and said, when I was talking with you, I was feeling my ignorance are going away. And I was understanding much better about India, about people, about religion, about our own life. I was thinking, life can be like this also. Within this 1 hour, I have learned so much from you. And after touching you, I am feeling that as if I have touched Jesus. So like that, the expression, the emotion. So that when we are talking with people, if we can communicate in a proper way and constantly thinking positive way, they are young people, they don't know, so naturally behaving like that, that changes. So anudvegakaram bhakyam. So this bhakya is so powerful. Once you say that you can do it, and people feel, yes, I can do it. Swami Vivekananda said, you can do it. That hundreds and thousands of Indians, can't you think that you can do it? The moment you will think, immediately you will get the freedom. So that is the first confidence, I can do it. Anudvegakaram bhakyam. That is the tapasya. Particularly those who are becoming monks or nuns or holy people, devotees. This is the first thing. Then satyam. This is very tricky. What is satya? Now, Sri Krishna asking Yudhishthira to tell lies. Can you imagine? What a God. The God himself is asking to tell lies. And Yudhishthira is doubting. No. Why should I? Because people, they know that whatever I say, always tell the truth. So this is not good. Because Yudhishthira made a mistake. He was not believing the words of the God. Why? Because even the person like Yudhishthira, man like Yudhishthira, why? We always think that whatever exactly happened, that telling the truth. No. Sometimes, for the betterment of many, if you tell the lies, that is the truth. That is the uniqueness of the Hinduism. They always say strict to truth. But at the same time, if it is for the betterment of many, and if that happened in Mahabharata, Ma Sharadamani Devi, very clearly, because the doctor said only one glass of milk for the whole day. That was the only food for the Thakur. Mother, in her own way, thought only one glass of milk. And then she purchased a little more and then went on boiling and making it more thicker, and then one glass. And Thakur told why it is becoming thicker. Mother told, the doctor said one glass and you are drinking one glass. That's all. So drink little, and afterwards it will be. Then Thakur inquired, and I think some of that ladies, Mother Golap Ma. Then Golap Ma told, no, Mother is purchasing this much of Araishe Dudha. Then Mother very clearly said, she doesn't know the calculation of this place, that this place means me. She was very clear. Why? For the betterment of Thakur. So once our Ranganathananda Ji Maharaj and Dalai Lama, this present Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama was that time very new in India. They were having a conversation between His Holiness and Dalai Lama. So they were having that Calcutta Women's Association, they organized. We were at Brahmacharis. We all went. You know, in Calcutta, there is the Builder Temple, they call it Builder Temple. And below that, there's a hall, exactly below that, a big, nice hall. So there it was organized. And Sarala Bilda, there's a wife of that Mr. Bilda, she organized it. Same question will be asked to both, the Hinduism and Buddhism, and how the answer comes. It was going on. So naturally, when the Ranganathan is giving the right answer, we were clapping and thinking, we got a point. You know? Like that was going on. Suddenly, that person asked the Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama was not understanding English that way. And he said, Sir, do you speak lies? Dalai Lama, without taking the help of the interpreter, gave the direct answer, yes. What he understood. And he said, look at it. Even the holy person like Dalai Lama also tell the lies. And after that, the same question was asked to Ranganathananda Ji. And we were sure that he will say, no, holy people never say untruth. And we will get the best point. To our surprise, he said, yes. Then he was going to look at it. Hinduism, Buddhism, all tell lies. Well, I have not completed my answer. Let me tell you a story. Then I will ask the answer from you, from the audience. And there was a monk. He was sitting and meditating. Then suddenly one person came running to him and said, and he was all, the blood was coming. And he said, sir, some people are trying to kill me. I'm going to hide to this place. He didn't say anything, only saw that he is going to the right side. And those dacoits came who was trying to kill him. And they knew that this monk never said lies. They asked him, so, have you seen a person? Yes. Which side he has gone? He showed the left side. Is it a truth or a lie? So sometime, only to save the people, the lives, for the betterment of others. So satyam, that is the truth. But every moment we should think This is the truth, and I am going to practice it. The exceptions are there, but we should not take the exception as the main. Exceptions may be there, but at the same time, we should tell the truth all the time. Priyam. That there is a beautiful story about the truth, but time is very short. Otherwise, there's a story goes in the among the monks. The story is there that inspires. A monk was there who is to tell whatever that is to come true. So people used to come all through, sir, please tell me about this, that. Then night time only he used to get some time. He used to meditate and pray. Even in the dead night, one person came. And still he came and he said, sir, I have a question. Why can't you come in the daytime? This is my only time. I am little praying and meditating. So daytime I cannot come. Why? But I am a thief. How can I come? How can I come in the daytime? So if this is night is the working hours. So what do you want? So please bless me so that I will steal, but nobody will be able to catch me. So how can I say that? Rather, you do some other business, I will bless that you will be successful. But see, from 6 years to 60 years, I am practicing this. This is my job. I learned it from my father. Now at this age, I cannot change my profession. I will still, but at the same time, with your blessings, nobody will be able to catch me. So that should be the blessings. Then, okay. Then the monk said, okay, I can bless you if you promise that you will tell the truth. He said, truth? Sir, you are not understanding. I am a thief. If I tell the truth, I will be arrested. No. You have to promise. The agreement was, okay. He calculated, nobody is going to catch me because the blessings. And even if I say the truth, then what is there? So he took the blessings and came out and thought, this is the last thing that I will do. I will go and steal from the king's palace. Why to go to this house and that house? So I will get the huge ornaments and all this, and I will be one time and I will be happy life. So he went to the palace and look at it. Guards didn't notice him. So he went inside and he knew that there are 3 jewels are there in the king's possession. He found a huge person pacing up and down. He was hiding. Then why am I hiding? Nobody is going to catch me. There's the blessings. He went over there. That person told, hey, who are you? He said, I'm a thief. And who are you? He told, I'm also a thief. Well, okay, we are brothers. Then what is the game plan? The king is having 3 jewels. I know that, but I don't know where he has kept it. That person told that I know where the king has kept it, but 50-50 share. So, okay, he went inside, showed the doors, and it was nothing for him. He opened the door one after another, even the locker, opened that, and he took 2 instead of 3. Because to break, it will be damaged. So he kept 1 for king, 1 for himself, 1 for his partner waiting outside. He came and gave that 1 to him and said, see, there are 3 were there. I kept 1 for the king and 1 for you, 1 for me. He went home without hesitation. Nobody can catch me. And had a nice sleep. Next morning, all these king's people came, arrested him and took him to the court. And the king was sitting over there. All people gathered. And he said, hey, and he was wondering how it is. The monk blessed me. Still, how they can arrest me? Then king asked, who are you? He said, what shall I say? Now I am arrested and the jewel is in my pocket. They are going to kill me anyway. So I promised to that monk that I will not tell the lies. Let me tell the truth. He said, I am a thief. And what did you do last night? I stole 2 jewels from the king's palace and I shared 1 with my partner and another I took, and this is here. He took out from his own pocket. The king told, who is your partner? Well, I can't recognize, but it's a very well-built, the wonderful person he was there, but I never asked him, so I cannot give anything. The king told, okay, you left one for the king in the Almeida? Well, yes. He asked the minister, the old minister, can you please go and check whether still that is there or not? Minister went and saw, yes, the jewel is there. Then the minister thought, this man is going to die anyway. King will kill him. So let me take this and blame that boy. So he took that and came and shouted, sir, he is telling the lies. There is nothing. And he actually took all the jewels and all that. Then the king stood up and said, the second thief that he is talking about, it is me. I was strolling over here. Then he came. This thing happened. Everything that he is telling is the truth. And this is the second one. And the third one, minister, take it out from your pocket. And then the king asked his other ministers and the people who gathered over there, look at it. This minister, he is getting so much of respect. But the moment the temptation came, he failed to resist himself. And he told the lies before me only for this, at this fag end of his life. But look at this thief. He is always truthful. Whom shall I keep as my minister? Everybody said, send out this old man and keep this person as your minister. Minister should be truthful to the king. And next moment, he became the minister. And when he was looking at the audience, he found near the gate that monk is standing and waving his hand and indicating, hold on to truth. This satyam, but satya should be priya. The priya, otherwise, if it is not palatable, the satya, that is very difficult. One lady, I never asked her to come, but she always wanted to go along with me in a separate car. She followed me to a devotee's house. That gentleman lost his wife, the teacher, and in Andaman, and then he wanted to feed me. So I went. It was a long way. And this lady also came. No, Swamiji, I will go and have. When we went over there, they were not that way rich people, but whatever possible they arranged for me. Good food. But the house and arrangement was not that way clean. The lady, she started telling, they are so not clean. Why you have accepted their invitation? Why you are sitting over here? Look at this. And she was complaining about this food and that food. Of course, the elderly person couldn't cook properly. And he brought his daughter, the married daughter, and she was also not a good cook, but she tried their best. The thing is the love and the respect that they're showing to me, not the food. And I was feeling so sad. Why she is going on telling like this? She was going on criticizing. Swamiji, don't take that. This is not tasty. That is not this. I felt really bad, but I didn't say anything before those people when they came out. And then I told, why you had to tell all those things before them? Couldn't you see the love that they were showing? No, I told the truth. Thakur told to tell the truth. I told, shall I tell a truth about you? Then next morning and next moment, you will turn me back and go away if I tell the truth about you. She understood. I told satyam, but priyam. Even the satya that is this, but you should not tell on the face of someone which is not really good for him or her, because that will damage his confidence, completely ruin his confidence. The satyam, but priyam. Again, the mother, Ma Sharadamani Devi, she said, when you see someone is lame, you should tell how you became like this. But you should not call, sometimes, we are a little free type of people. So, hey, khoda, kota te gaili. Sometimes we talk like that. It's so much hurting. So you should not. So that is here in America, I really appreciate. Because They arrange everything for everyone. Even those who are in the wheelchair bound and the physically challenged, for them also everything they can enjoy. Even going for the bus steps are coming down so that they can go in. How they think we're considering all this, but we forget. Of course, the population, poverty, all the causes are there, but still, this satya and priya, and then hitam. When I am telling the truth, that should be beneficial again. It should be good and at the same time beneficial. Then only it is possible. And how it is possible? Swadhyaya. You have to study. And then abhyasanam. Unless and until you study regularly, you will never be able to continue with this. The Swadhyaya is a great thing. Reading at least 2 or 3 pages of Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Kathamrita, Vachanamrit, that is the really, really excellent scripture. If you don't study the Veda or Upanishad, it's not matter. Study the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Every page, the Sri Ramakrishna is giving you the teaching. And first time you read, one type of meaning is coming. After deeper, second time, third time, fourth time, the more you go deep, different type of meaning will come. Correct meaning will come. Because by that time, your understanding is becoming more clear. So that is the Swadhyaya. So with great attention and respect, you have to study. Not that just going through the pages and it's over. Not like that. Then only it is possible. That is called Bangmaya Tapa Uchate. Sharira Tapa, physical austerity. Then the speech. Third comes, that is mental, psychological tapa. Manasam Tapa Uchate. What is that Manasa Tapa? Manaprasada. One's mind should be full of happiness. All the time, every moment. If somebody is criticizing, that time also very happy. See how he is criticizing me? That means he has observed me thoroughly. It's good. And how many people observing you thoroughly? But he has observed me or she has observed me thoroughly. So pointing out these are the defects. Good. So I should try to rectify myself. Can we think in this way? Manaprasada. Swami Vivekananda, the young man, he came all the way from India, for India. And he gave the respect in the minds of the whole world about India. But the Indians, they started criticizing him. Jealousy. And so many letters used to come. And naturally, the American friends, they used to say, Swamiji, why you are not giving the reply? Swamiji said, look, either you have to appreciate me or you have to criticize me, but you cannot ignore me. I am somebody, you cannot ignore me. Swamiji took in that way. Criticism means you cannot ignore me. You are observing me and finding out whatever you think the fault. So that manaprasada, all the time happy. And that is called austerity. Austerity doesn't mean that I don't take food. I only eat once in a day. One of our Swamiji, Atmananda ji, he was in the Hindi-speaking belt. He was the first person to spread Sri Ramakrishna's ideology, Atmananda. So he was an IAS, a topper, but still he didn't join. So that's why, and a very intelligent person, Atmananda. And he used to say, you know that I went to somebody's house and he came and told, Swamiji, at what time shall I give you the warm water for your bathing? 2 o'clock? I'm ready. 2 o'clock. I go to bathe at 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock shall I bathe? And, he said, no, you need not to worry. I will take my time. No. The monk means they will get up at 2 o'clock and they will bathe and then they will meditate. They're thinking in that way. Then ultimately, the Swamiji told, okay, you give me, okay, 3:30 will be all right. 3 o'clock, he is knocking the door and giving the, in our country, in the bathroom. So they had to make the warm water and bucket full of water. And I had to, just for his satisfaction, I took that water and poured in another bucket and then went and slept. So from outside, he felt that I've taken the bath. So that is not the tapasya. Tapasya means manaprasada. The mind is contented all the time, very happy. Somyatam, not agitated at all the time calm and composed. Somyatam. Then monam. Monam means whenever somebody is telling something, immediately you are reacting. That should not be. You should have that restraint. Well, let him say, time will come, I will explain. That very moment you have to say, why? Wait. The couples, the husband, wife, this is the problem. If they only learn Mauna, then there will be no problem. When husband is going on talking, wife should listen to him quietly. Oh yes, oh yes. When he becomes tired, then you can start. By that time he will be tired. Then you can say, oh, this is not good, that is not good. Why you said that? So this is the way, if you can handle, the life really becomes happy. Manaprasada, contentment in the mind. Somyatam, that is the kindness that is excellently expressed in the life of Lord Buddha. Soumya. All the time you are Soumya. In Ma Sharadamani Devi, always Soumya, never agitated. And Monam, then Atma Vinigraha, is constantly fighting with your own thoughts and controlling your mind. Atma Vinigraha. So that is and then finally comes Bhava Samsuddhi. What is the Bhava Samsuddhi? The thought, the pure mind should be thinking in such a way that no jealousy or selfishness should be there. That is called Bhava Samshuddhi. Purity of mind. What is the purity of mind? Purity of mind means there is no jealousy. That's because you are humble, no ego. Somewhere, someone is having some appreciation. Why should I have to be jealous? One of our Swami, he was telling about another Swami. Human. So they come to become pure. No? So he was telling, look at him. He is getting all this popularity and all that. I told, suppose he becomes a member of another spiritual group and become very famous. What you will do? Nothing. It's good that he is in the Ramakrishna mission and he is bringing all good names to our order. We should be happy. The Bhava Samsuddhi, look at it, the great soul, Swami Ramakrishnananda ji. He was so devoted to Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda gave that name to him. Vivekananda himself wanted to take that name, Ramakrishnananda. Ramakrishna, the one who is happy in Ramakrishna. That name he gave to him. And one day, when Swami Vivekananda went back from America, a group of people from South, the Madras, they came and they challenged Swami Vivekananda on a debate in Sanskrit. So that those days, people used to learn Sanskrit. Swamiji was very good in Sanskrit. But he lost the contact with the language because he was here for 4 or 5 years. So Swamiji accepted that challenge. Okay, let us go and see, then we'll have a debate. Ramakrishnananda ji, naturally one monastic brother having the challenge, and suppose he is defeated, then Swami Vivekananda, he was so popular. But the other Swamis, they were not at all jealous. Can you imagine? Think of it. They were also good people. They were also really, really good Swamis. But they were not jealous at all. The Swami Vivekananda, when he was so popular, people are coming only for Vivekananda. They were also telling, yes, yes, go to Vivekananda. And when they came and challenged this, Ramakrishnananda ji ran to the temple, to the shrine, sat before Sri Ramakrishna and started praying. Our Naren, he is very good in Sanskrit, oh Thakur. But he is not having the practice. He may make some mistake, grammatical mistake. But these Brahmins, they will immediately take that one and make that the issue. So please bless Naren so that he becomes successful in that debate. Bhava samsaddhi. There is nothing. Somebody is becoming successful. We should pray for him. Let him be successful. What is there in this world? This is called spirituality. Walking on the water or flying in the... Why should we have to? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, in those days there was no aircraft. That's why he didn't give the example. But he said, one brother, after 12 years of practices, he got some spiritual power and came and told his brother, hey, still you are cultivating? You know my power? And what is that power? Come, I will show you. Then both the brothers went on the bank of the river and he told, see, I will just walk on the water and go to the other shore. And another brother, junior one, he immediately hired a boat and started rowing by the side of the brother. He walked and reached the other shore. He also reached. He said, only this much? I paid only 1 anna. In those days, 1 anna, that is sufficient for crossing the river. And after 12 years of practice, only 1 anna. So this way, if we can understand, so bhava samsuddhi, it is the power of the love. When the parents are happy seeing the success of the children, if you think yourself as a father or a mother of everyone, anyone, anywhere, successful, my child, he or she is successful, I am happy. As the Ma Sharada Muni Devi used to. If anyone is suffering, you should feel the pang in your heart. And you should go and pray to Mother, pray to Thakur, pray to God. So they are suffering. Why? They are my children. Please help them. Somebody has got the insult. You should immediately go and pray. Please help him. Please help her. Bhava samsiddhi. It's a great word. In the Bhagavad Gita, many people, they explained, but I feel is a complete attachment with those people all around you, as if you are the father or the mother of all people. Then only your mind will become completely free from jealousy. One young lady has written a letter to me. Maybe if she is listening, she will understand. She wrote, I don't have much jealousy, but little jealousy is still there. What shall I do? And keep those little ones. Little jealousy is okay. But a little bit of jealousy means it gives you the impetus to compete. So, oh, he is successful, so I should be. That is why it says, those who are successful become their friends. So that you learn from them how they're becoming successful. So that is necessary. And have a Swami Abhedananda Ji Maharaj. When he saw the Swami Vivekananda studying and giving wonderful lecture and meditating, he started competing with Vivekananda. Whatever he will do, Abhedananda Ji will also do that. And he became so successful. He was the best speaker afterwards. And he read all those books. After Swami Vivekananda, all the books that you see of Abhedananda. So that is good. So what is that? Jealousy, it doesn't mean only to bring bad names to the other person whom I don't like. It's better to have the friendship and try to learn. So that type of jealousy is all right. Oh, why he is successful, I cannot. Thakur Sri Ramakrishna complained to Ma Sharad that Ma Kali, Mother, you have shown yourself before the Kamala Kanta and all others. So why not me? So that is good. But Bhava Samsuddhi is a special type of love for each and everyone. And there you have to think that I am the father, I am the mother. If I am not looking after them, then who will look? If there somebody is criticizing, you should feel they are criticizing my son, my daughter. How you feel like that? So that is called Bhava Samsuddhi. What Mother said, if you like peace, if you want peace, don't criticize others. Rather, think that they are your own people. The Bhava Samsuddhi, purification of heart is possible if you think they are my own. Here in America, different ashramas are there. The devotees, they think this is our ashrama. And for other ashrama, oh, they are successful. Oh, why they should be successful? Why this? They don't like to listen to that. It is not good. Bhava Samsuddhi, oh, my Thakur's place. And everywhere. So you should feel like that. When we got the, I think, first sannyasa in 86, we went to meet a great Swami, the direct disciple of Ma Sarada Mani Devi, in Vrindavan. So he considered as a mother's disciple and also a realized soul. He was bedridden that time. 4 of us went and we touched his feet and I told, then the in-charge Swami told, Maharaj is taking rest, you better come, go round and see the ashrama, Vrindavan ashrama, and then when he'll be ready, come and take his blessings. So we went. We saw the Vrindavan growing up, the hospitals are coming, these, that, new things. We came. To that time, Maharaj was ready. And a feeble boys, then we were excited. We told Swamiji, we saw these, we saw that. Then he was going on telling something. First 2-3 times we missed. Then after carefully listening, I found he's telling, do you feel that this is your own? In Bengali he said, Apon bodh holo. Apon means your own. Bodh holo. Do you feel that this is your own? Because I was from Advaita Ashram, another was from Purulia, like that. This, I think, that time, Kripamayananda, he was with us. And all these 4 of us, Apon bodh holo. This is not our ashrama. My ashrama is in Advaita Ashram, not like that. All ashramas belong to Sri Ramakrishna. So broad-mindedness, wherever, are successful, that belongs to God. That is called Bhava Samsuddhi. And that is Manasa Tapa. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, this is Bhagavad Gita Sri Krishna asked. Then Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna also asked us to practice 3 tapasya. What are those things? He said, Kama Kanchana Tyaga. It's a great tapasya. Kama means desire. And Kanchana, to fulfill the desire, you need the monetary or the worldly help. Kama Kanchana Tyaga. Renunciation of Kama and Kanchana. This is a great tapasya. It's so difficult. Gangaputra, Devabhata, Bhishma, Kama Kanchana, Itak. When he found that his father Shantanu, he was liking that lady Satyavati, but Satyavati's father was a very worldly person. Then he said, you can marry my daughter. In those days, look at it. Even the king of that country, he has to go and take the permission of the girl's father. And he was a fisherman only. And that is Indian culture. Even the king is going and folding hands and telling, can I marry your daughter? He said, you can, but you have to promise, give the promise before everyone My daughter's son should be the king. Then he said, oh, how that can be? Because Bhishma is there, Gangaputra. It's not Bhishma, Devabrata. Devabrata is there. How can I promise like that? Devabrata noticed that his father is not very happy. And he inquired. Then he went to that gentleman and told Satyavati's father, and I promise, swearing in the name of the gods and all this Brahmana, that I will never take this throne for me. Rather, I will protect whoever will be sitting over there. And everybody said, oh, Dhanya. But that gentleman said, no, that is okay. I accept your words and I believe your words. I know that you are a perfect gentleman and you will never become king. But what about your children? As because you are the elder son, your first son will be the king of this country. Then what will happen to my daughter's son? Look at that. Then the Bhishma told, I again promise that I will never marry. The Kama, Kanchana, both he gave away. See? And that's why they're all gods and goddesses. They started showering the petals and flower petals, and they said, you are Bhishma. The Kama, Kanchana, Tyagi is very difficult, very difficult. Mostly we give up the Kanchana. And the very gross type of karma also. But the subtle karma is there. What is that? Clappings of the people. That is the ultimate, the hurdle for monks. They always like to get the clappings from the people, appreciation. Lokaishana. The karma means not only the gross thing, also subtle thing. Swami Bhuteshananda ji, he was a great scholar. And he's expounding the scripture wonderful, very simple way. And someone told, no, Swamiji, why you are not writing books? He said, no, I have leg pain, I cannot walk. You are writing books, leg pain, why? No, I have to go and sell the books, no? If I publish a book, then to sell also I have to go here and there. Then I have to give the signature on the book and advertisement. I wrote this book and published this book. Please come. And who will do that? I am not going to write any book. But of course, all those things are now published. Other people, they have done. So, Kama Kanchana Tyaga, what Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is mentioning. So, this is a unique way. I'm trying to give you the example. When we are doing something, there should not be any desire. Then why we can work? Because the impetus is there. Inspiration is necessary. Then it is, Sri Ramakrishna said, think yourself that you are the son of God, daughter of God. And this is my Father's place. And I should keep it properly, neat and clean. And when the people, they come and they are all happy, from one corner, I should enjoy. This is my Father's place. All people are so happy. That is called Kama Kanchana Tyaga. And second is, again, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, holding on to truth is the austerity. Do you notice that Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, in the beginning of his ministerial life, he said, Satya Katha Kali Tapasya. Holding on to truth is the austerity of this Kali Yuga. Swami Vivekananda afterwards said, the day Sri Ramakrishna was born, Satya Yuga began. What is the symbol of Satya Yuga? Satya, truthfulness. What is the symbol of Kali Yuga? False, untruth. When that king Raja Parikshit, the grandson of Arjuna, so he made the Kali because the Krishna passed away. The day Krishna passed away, the Kali started. And Kali came in this and influence were everywhere. Even the Brahmanas started telling the lies. Things were happening in a different way. Parikshit was thinking why it is happening. Then someone told Kali has come. The Kali means the people's mind get completely deluded, and then they will be telling like this, behaving like that. So he searched, found out the Kali, and took out the sword to kill. Kali told, don't kill me. I have a part to play because the Supreme Lord asked me to do that. Now, okay, as long as you are here, Parikshit, I won't go to spread my influence in the society. But give a place where I can survive. King Parikshit gave him that you can go and stay where there is falsehood, where the people only survive and they think at the physical comfort. There you go. So there the Kali means only that lust and this falsehood. So that is the symbol of the Kali. Look around. Everywhere false, false, and false. Whatever people are telling, the newspaper, very difficult to believe them. The political leaders, very difficult to believe them. Who is telling the truth, we don't know. Everywhere, and more it is becoming almost everywhere. Previously, it was among a small group. Now it is everywhere. Because the Kali is becoming end. And when the night is going to end, it becomes very dark. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is again bringing the Satya Yuga. And we are the usherers of the Satya Yuga. Thinking that way, I always will. Because Satya Yuga is coming once again. It may take long years to hold Satya Yuga once again, it will come. But we are the usherers, beginning. When even the sun of the Satya Yuga has not risen, we are here. So we have to stick to the truth. So that is the relation. This is the way we have to Satya Yuga. And Satya, there are three types of Satya. I will quickly finish. Abhasa Satya. Abhasa Satya means sometimes some people, they will speak in such a way that as if they are telling false, but at the back of it, there is Satya is also there. That there is a beautiful in a poem. Goddess Durga, she came to cross the river, Parvati, but the boatman said, where is your money? You have to pay the money. How can I give my money? Because my husband didn't give me the money. Your husband didn't give you money? You are going to your parents' house. It is husband's duty, and he has not. Then the Mother Durga, she is describing her husband. Kukothay panchamuk, konte bhara bish. In Bengali, I'll try to translate it. Kukotha, ku means Veda Vakya. And ku means Veda. Veda Vakya. Kukothay panchamuk. There are, in the Veda that is going on telling, through the five mukhas, the Shiva has five faces. The Aghora and the Sadyajata, etc., the five faces. So that is called Kukotha, that is Shiva. Kantivara Bish, that is the Shiva. So that is the way she is indicating the truth, but as if is telling something else. That is called Abhasa Satya. The Abhasa Satya, this one. Second is Vastava Satya. That is practical truth. What is that Vastava Satya? As Mother said, you have to drink this glass of water because that is the only food that you are taking. As the Krishna said, Yudhishthira, you must tell that Ashatthama Hata, otherwise hundreds of people will die. So go and tell this truth. That is called Vastava Satya. Paramarthika Satya. What is that Paramarthika Satya? As Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said again and again, Paramarthika Satya means God only exists and nothing else. Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya. That is called Paramarthika Satya. But again, immediately Sri Ramakrishna is explaining, Mithya to whom? Those who have understood. Those who have not, for them, let them enjoy. What is the problem? Let them enjoy. When they will understand, it is okay. All these things that is coming up, people are going and enjoying, let them enjoy. Why not? Why force them? Some of the religions and some of the society, they will impose all those things on the people. And you cannot sing because in our society, songs are, what is there? There are beautiful songs are there, expression of joy, let them sing. You don't like to sing, it's okay for you. Some people, you cannot eat the non-veg because God, and who God said, we don't know. But if you don't like, you need not to eat, but why others? I told one of our monastic brother, I was in charge in the Purulia. I was going around, and there are different buildings are there for different classes. Then class 6, I think, class 5, and they were in that building, 5 and 6. One Brahmachari Maharaj was in charge, and newly ordained Brahmachari, so he was very serious. Usually, after the night food, 45 minutes were completely free for the boys. They will be shouting, and at that time, the whole campus will be so much of sound. They are running inside their building, but it was given to free. Constant the restrictions. Before going to bed, that was the free time for the children. And that to 5 and 6 standard. I saw calm and quiet. Class 7, class 8, they are all making sound. Why 5 and 6? So I went. I found that Brahmachari is meditating, sitting on the chair, and all those kids are also. And one boy, very seriously, reading Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. I didn't say anything. Afterwards, I called him and told, why you are introducing this thing? No, Maharaj, from right now, and they should learn about Sri Ramakrishna. I told, if you don't want all these boys against Sri Ramakrishna and Ramakrishna mission, allow them to play. Don't force them to read the gospel at this moment. Because you are there and they are children, they cannot say no. And you are forcefully imposing on them. When they grow up, they will say, we'll never touch that book because he forced us to do that. Don't do like that. So this we have to, Paramarthika Satya, it is there. But at the same time, we have to understand the Vastav Satya also. And finally, we will the practice of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, don't become narrow-minded. Aghe hoshna, ami bhalobashina. Don't become narrow-minded. The only this God is there and no other gods and goddesses, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, that is not my way. So sometimes we make mistakes, we should not. One lady came, she has taken initiation from me, but her whole family goes to ISKCON. They love that. Her husband is a broad-minded person. He told, no problem. You go to Vedanta. We like this. And she was telling, Swamiji, why I can't like them? Because they say Krishna is the only God. That is my problem. Krishna is God. I also go and worship. But when they say only God, I cannot accept that. I told, that's why Thakur brought you over here. Krishna is, of course, the God, but not the only God, because we don't know what is God. The Krishna is my God, and I love Krishna, no problem. But you love Rama, oh good. That should be the attitude. The Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna asked us not to become narrow-minded. Sometimes we become influenced by some social thing, and we become very narrow-minded. I knew one monk, he was really a very good Swami. Then he left the Ramakrishna order, started his own ashrama to support some of the people, poor people, We all appreciated that. Ramakrishna Mission, you cannot choose. So he chose that particular place to serve that particular community. So he said, "This is my life's mission." Okay, no problem. You continue. Look at Ranganathanandaji Maharaj also used to visit and give some money to him. I also visited and gave some money to him. So he was supporting the poor fishermen's children. That's good. Recently, before the pandemic, he came and he was telling, this, he's a completely changed person. I told, being a follower of Sri Ramakrishna, how can you be so narrow-minded? How can you constantly think that there is another religion and we are going to fight with them? And he said, whatever you say, but before my death, I am at least I'm going to kill 10 people of that community. I told, excellent, but before doing that, please put off the girwa and put on some other dress. Why? Because influenced by some social movement. Social movement comes and goes like that. But as a monk, what should we do? And the follower of Sri Ramakrishna, embracing everything, tapasya. Because to become narrow is so easy. To become broad, it takes long time. And a narrow channel, the water will forcefully go. But if you make it a vast ocean, you don't know whether water is flowing or not. So Sri Ramakrishna is like that ocean. We have made the home of harmony in Chicago. That is only Vedanta Society can do. And we are inviting different religious groups to come in our ashrama, and they are explaining their views. We are recording that. We are publishing that. Why? Because of Sri Ramakrishna ideology. No harm. People will know about them. This Saturday, now 4 o'clock, if you go, you will hear the beautiful music. And next Saturday, I think one lady, she's a Russian lady, she'll be speaking about the food of different religions. Because at the time of the puja, we offer some food, so she'll be speaking on that. Very interesting topics. They are coming and then delivering. So what is the harm? There's no problem. They're coming and discussing. So Sri Ramakrishna said, now conclusion of the tapasya with mother. And mother said, tapasya ki baba montake kono bhabe ishare charone rakha. In her very simple Bengali, she said, tapasya, austerity, means somehow to keep the mind at the feet of God. That's all. So when we are cleaning the floor, Thakur will come. And Thakur always, he is all the time thinking of God. He doesn't know where he is stepping. So I must be very careful. So he should not get hurt over here. And everything should be neat and clean. You are thinking about Thakur, though you are cleaning the floor. When you are cooking, you must think that Thakur was very particular about food. This food should be prepared with this particular ingredients. And I mix this and that, what is there? That is not Thakur's way. You should taste everything properly. Sometimes some people, they'll mix all the thing together. There's a monk way of eating. Somehow just fill up. No, don't care for the taste. But Thakur was different. Thakur said, no. This should taste in this way. That should taste in this way. The taste should be. So when I am cooking, I'm thinking of Thakur. When I am doing this, when I am doing that, every time you should think about Thakur. And sometimes you just listen to the songs and think the meaning of those words. Not only carried away with the tunes, rhythms, but the words that they say, beautiful words. You are thinking about Thakur. 24 hours, our life will be tapasya. Tapasya doesn't mean that you have to go and sit in one place That is good if you can. Or otherwise, every time it is tapasya. If we can do that. Thank you. Thank you. And then if you have any question, I think we have 25 minutes up to 1 o'clock, right? So we can. Any question?
Wanting to praise and acknowledgement. You say in terms of one, very much so in terms of household. What do you suggest to get over that desire of praise and acknowledgement?
Can you explain? This is the very American. And can you? Could you?
Yeah, he said, you know, I think
No. I put on the. Say hello.
Hello? Regarding the subtleness of desire, and you gave the example of one wanting having the desire of praise or acknowledgement. How can we learn to overcome that desire of wanting praise and acknowledgement?
Oh, good. So, it to
she's asking, how do you overcome this softer desire of praise and acknowledgement?
Okay. Praise and acknowledgement. Okay. At this age, at your age, no. You should have that. No, that you should be successful, and so the people should appreciate. People should clap, and you should get the certificates from the that is necessary. But at the same time, in your at this age, you are learning. This is only the basis of my success to become success, but that is not the final thing. That will be sufficient. When you become more mature, you will understand. Oh, it is of nothing. So many certificates are hanging on the wall, and then when one day we will forget, you will go somewhere else. You will forget when those things came. Keep that in your mind. But at this moment, as a student, as a young person, this appreciation means it is a force for you, energy to go forward. And you should be successful. The competition should be there. But at the same time, that is the whole life. No, not like that. If I am not successful, then I am breaking and then I am going to end my life. Nothing like that. That should be all right. And when you become mature, then you will find automatically it has fallen down. That won't disturb you. The good question. Good question. May I know what actually you are doing?
I'm a mother.
Mother. Good. So this type of your children, or for yourself also, you are a very young mother. So if you are getting some appreciation, nothing wrong. Suppose those who are singing, if the people after listening they sit like this, how he or she, the singer, will get the inspiration? You have to clap. That is the way that get the inspiration. This is good. Any other question?
Yesterday we talked about Shara and Akshara.
Shara and Akshara. Huh?
So yesterday we, discussed about Shara and Akshara, but it was a very brief discussion. How do you realize that?
Shara and Akshara. Purusha.
I mean, so to give the example, you have heard about milk, you have seen milk. How do you taste it?
See, as I was telling, that as a student of science, we always know if there is know something static, you cannot understand the movement. So there must be something which is permanent. And over that only we are experiencing the changes. Now, I was a little boy lying on the lap of my mother. I am a grown-up person and I am going to become old. I am going to die. In all these changes, one thing is permanent. What is that? I. I was a little boy, I was a young man, I was an elderly person, I am going to... So I is the... What is that I? And that is called Shara and Akshara. Shara is change, Akshara is the permanent. So that is the way we have to. Then when I go inside and try to find out who am I, then the process of the Vedanta, it begins, the discrimination. Am I the body? First question. The body is made of 5 elements. And naturally, anything which is made of different things is going to break. So my body is going to die. So I am not the body. It is not permanent. Am I the mind? No. Because mind is also changing. As a young boy, I used to think in this way. As a young man, this way. And then at present, I'm thinking in a different way. Thoughts are also changing. Anything that changes are temporary. So I am not also the thought. I am not also the mind. Not the mind. Then who am I? Then the Vedanta will say, you have to watch yourself in 3 different conditions. Jagrat, Swapna, Susupti. In Jagrat, your body, your mind, awake. Swapna, your body is absent, mind is awake. But there is a time, Susupti, when the body and the mind is absent, but still you are there. And you come back in the body and mind and express that, oh, well, I had a wonderful sleep. I didn't see the dream also. Who is that I? Who can survive without body, without mind? That I can survive. I had a wonderful sleep, but that time there is no mind. That time there is no body. That is called consciousness. This is the proven. Now, every day we are going and having the experience of consciousness. And that is always joyful. After having a dreamless sleep, no one reported till today that he was suffered. No. Everyone said, oh, wonderful dream, sleep. And that experience is all a happy experience. That means that is a source of happiness, where body is not necessary, mind is also not necessary. Only that consciousness, that Atman, if I can go. So we sit and meditate. And when I go and lie down, through an ignorant process, I reach over there. When I go and sit for meditation, awaken with a great care, knowingly, I am reaching to that condition. And that is called samadhi. Same samadhi every day in the sleep we are having. Now this samadhi, if we have sitting, awaken, withdrawing the mind, then the body is completely dead. As Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna mentioned, when I used to meditate, I used to forget that this is a body. I used to feel that it has become the stone. The body is completely forgotten, that as we do in the sleep time. The mind is imagining that God is sitting within my heart and it's so beautiful. Light is coming out and he's sitting on a lotus. You are dreaming. Imagining is nothing but dreaming. Second process. And then you are merging with that consciousness, and there is no God or lotus or heart. You are only having experience of tremendous joy. Excellent joy. That is forgetting whole world, including your body and mind. And that is called samadhi. And when you come down from the samadhi, one more, not only the experience of joy, another thing happens. That is called knowledge. That medha nadi, as they call, that opens up. And you can understand everything. After the samadhi, samadhiman, he knows everything. So that is the process. Every day, unknowingly, we are going and touching that, coming back ignorant. But with a feeling, it is joy. Same thing through meditation if we go, forgetting the body, forgetting the mind, and going to the consciousness, merging with the consciousness. That is called Chaturtham. Jagrat, Sapna, Susupti, the three stages, it's called Chaturtham. The Chaturtham means the fourth stage, and there you become Buddha. That is the thing. The one lady wrote to me, Swamiji, I like to give a name to the son is not born, but still, in this country, you have to immediately give the name. And that time I was studying this, the title Chaturtham. No, this is the firstborn. I'm okay.
Hello, Maharaj. Thank you. Excellent session. I know, when we have monks like you, and even in your speech, you say this what happened in India and growing up in our culture, and this is US and the modern society. And many of us, as you said, are NRIs here, right? So we are kind of living this dual existence. We are getting bombarded with social media, with WhatsApp forward, and we are mixing with a wide range of people. That's not how we grew up. All of us grew up with our close family, with our very similar set of friends. Here you are mixing with people with different moral standards, different understanding of ethics, our religion and all. And my father used to say, "Mishbe kintu mishe jabe na."
Yeah.
And for some of us who are in public life and all, that is one thing we struggle with, right? Where do we draw the line? And is it really? And sometimes I ask question: is it religiously okay to be involved with people and organizations and events and stuff like that who may not share all the the standards and things? And as long as I am not getting mixed up, is it okay to be involved with different people who may not share your same standard of religion, ethics, morality, and things like that? As long as I am should we take a selfish thing that I'm not mixing up, but it's okay to mix? Where do you draw the line with WhatsApp forward and stuff? Where do you draw the line? Thank you.
See, this is a great teaching that your father gave. Mix with people, then don't mix up with them. So here, he indicated that mixed with people means take the best thing from them. What are the best things from them? But don't mix up with them means it is called the going higher and higher. Anuloma, biloma. The anuloma, biloma, two types of systems are there in our society. They always appreciated that you should marry those who are culturally lower. That girls, if they are married culturally higher boys, is good for them. Because the moment that they will marry their children, they will be culturally higher. But if a culturally higher girl go and marry culturally low, then their children, progeny, will be lower. That's why they said, no, it is better to marry in this way, not the biloma, anuloma, not the biloma. You should go upward. Human mind is gross mind, not very different from the animals. They start thinking from the body. And body means food. After the food, physical enjoyment. And third, safety. These are the three things. If you look at the animals and birds, these are the three things. Then human understood then something else should be there. And what is that? They understood we should have a dharma. Dharmena hina pashubhi samana. What is that dharma? The higher thought. And what is the higher thought? Am I truly this body? For what I am doing all this? Then afterwards, what will happen? That the story of Yajati. So all this. So higher and higher and higher one day, you should be as a Buddha. The Swamiji said, Buddhahood is our birthright. Buddhahood. It's not the Buddhism. Buddhahood is our birthright. What is the Buddhahood? Buddha means knowledge. And what is that knowledge? I am God. That is the knowledge. And it's not ego, but the love and compassion for each and everyone. God is full of that. So when we are mixing with other culture, whatever good is there, we should imbibe. We should take. We should enrich ourselves. But what is bad in the society, we should not incur. That's why Mishe Jevana. Don't get mixed up. But keep your identity. Why? Because for whatever reason it may be, the culture developed for last 10,000 years. And comparing with all others, you will find it is so refined, so excellent. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, it was announced from India only. No one else could say that. Each and every one in this whole world is my relative. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Kutumba means my relative, Atmiya. So this is the excellent culture. But here in this society, we learn as because we were under the subjugation for 900 long years, we have lost our originality. And here in this culture, we find they're very truthful type of people. Whatever they say, they're straightway. They never hide. Hypocrisy is very less. I do not know in political level and business level, but general level, wherever we go, no hypocrisy. They tell straight. The one boy is there. He is having one daughter and a son. And now he is telling, I am married. I told, but you were married before also. No, that is not marriage. This time only committed marriage. And this is so difficult for us to understand. But straight, they're not hiding actually. They're not hiding, straight away. And that girl also, his daughter, he said, I know my father and my mother. And her brother, he said, I know my father, but my mother is different than her mother. So that is the culture. They are okay with that. Why? The society was like that. But ours is not that. Why should we have to imbibe those things? It is not good. So very clearly, though they are very simple, very straightforward, very truthful, our Swami, I won't tell the name, he went to India and he was giving the talk and he told a joke, an American joke. What is that? That her wife was telling the husband that my children and your children are our children. My children and your children is fighting with our children. But it was not appreciated in our society, the congregation. They said, oh, this should not be. Then Swami afterwards told why they didn't appreciate Maharaj. We don't like to think about that also. So ours is, of course, we need to marry, we need the family, but at the same time, control. That is our culture. But here, they're truthful, sincere, and they keep up the words. And at the same time, if you notice, they maintain timing. They They always think about the ordinary people also, where, as I was mentioning. In Europe and in Asia, you will never find. In China, hypocrisy. In India, hypocrisy. Pakistan, Bangladesh, don't talk about them. And all the European countries, to some extent, hypocrisy is there. Why? Because the king here in America. So we should learn these good things from America. Will you believe we still, even our monks, don't know how to make a bathroom where after the shower there is no water outside. When I was telling they were making the new rooms, I told make a bathroom, the water should not be everywhere. If one person has bathed, that means the whole place is full of water. But it is tiled, it's very good. Even the shower is also there. 2-3 types of shower. And one is even giving the music also. When you're bathing, the music is going on. But after you, the next man should be careful because all over the water. They can't imagine that it is possible. When I was telling one of our Swami, oh, no, that is not possible. After bathing, how can that be? Water should be there. So, suppose we learn from these people, and so easy nowadays. So that's why Swamiji said, we should learn technology from these people, and we should give philosophy to these people. Your philosophy here is so bad. Why? Because the 16 years, 17 years, 18 years, boys and girls, they're completely free. And no one to control them, to guide them. And that is the dangerous time, the teen age, when the father and the mother should be on both the side, guide them. Afterwards, when they become mature, they understand themselves, then it's okay. But here, no one is there. They make mistakes. When they understand that this is a mistake, it is too late. It's too late for them. These they should understand and learn from our society. But unfortunately, we see, not in the depth, but at least on the surface, our society is imitating this culture. It's very bad. So that's why we should mix, and it is necessary. You know, in Andaman, long back, before coming to almost in 1993, 94, I saw one lady, an officer's wife. She is driving the car and speaking in English and swimming. That was a great thing. The women are swimming. The whole Port Blair came to see. The women are swimming. So you can understand the backwardness. But she was like that. But at the same time, she used to worship, to invite us also, what's called Lakshmi Puja. And she'll be drawing small steps of the Lakshmi, the traditional. Then I understood that this lady will be good for our work. Then I made her a president of our Saradami Shanga. And she organized the Sarada Shanga with other ladies and all that. So these two things are necessary. Education and tradition, hand in hand. So that only will be good for all of us. Any other question? Yeah.
What if you had a few years ago on this doing of your lecture, you talked about Chirapuji, how you went and did some marketing, you came back, worked all day, and then the next day you cut down line item by line item by somebody else. That's something we deal with at work all the time, and you give some practical guidance as to when your boss is tearing you down, how do you minimize the mental damage?
একটু বলো তো বাংলা, এটা বুঝতে পারলাম।
আপনি চেরাপুঞ্জিতে একটা ইনসিডেন্ট
And in Cherrapunji,
আপনি একটা লেকচারে বলেছিলেন চেরাপুঞ্জিতে আপনি যখন ছিলেন আপনি সারাদিন no I need make sure he
no that's okay, I'll understand.
So আপনি গিয়ে বাজার করে নিয়ে এলেন আর তারপরের দিন আপনার যে হেড উনি আপনাকে প্রত্যেকটা জিনিস কেটে আপনি ওই রকম সিচুয়েশন আমাদের চাকরিতে এখানে রেগুলারলি হয়। সো হোয়াট ইজ দ্য বেস্ট ওয়ে, কিভাবে ওটাকে ডিল করা, টু মিনিমাইজ দ্য মেন্টাল
Tension.
ড্যামেজ?
But actually, what happened? I went to purchase for shopping for our ashrama from Cherrapunji. It was very 1975. You can understand. So obviously, there's a small road, and 1 hour it is from the up of the hill. The vehicle should go down, and next hour it will come up. So you have to wait. It's to call gate. If you miss a gate, then you have to wait for 1 hour. So by that way, and then the car, the jeep that was there was a very old jeep. Sometimes it will suddenly stop. Then you have to go and push from the back. Then only it will start like this. Somehow we went, and we were told that being a brahmachari, you cannot eat from the shops. If you can go to another ashrama, we have ashrama from Cherrapunji to Shillong, the capital of the Meghalaya. From Shillong to Guwahati, the capital of the Assam. All ashramas are there. If you can go at right time, 12 o'clock, then you can have food. And if not, don't go there, because it's called ashrama pida. They're creating problem for the ashrama people. Unannounced, you are going there. But anyway, all these things happened. Then I couldn't eat anything, some of the fruits only. Then went back. It was too late. Then I found nobody waiting for me. And not only that, only 1 plate of food. But the driver was there with me. What he will eat? So I had to share my food, and that was also cold and still, and Cherrapunji weather, constantly raining and cold. Next morning, and then I came, so tired. Then the Swami started asking, hey, what you have purchased? Oh, you have paid too much of it. You could go to another shop. You should do like this. You should do like that. And he was almost every time that I didn't do properly. But never cared about how I worked. And that hurts me. Then I was thinking, if these are the people, then I should not stay here. I should go back. Then I became very angry. And how to express that I am angry? So I told, lunchtime I won't take food. So that people should know that I am angry. But it is good that 1975. Nowadays they would have thought the intermittent fasting. So nobody would have cared for that. But anyway, when they found that I am not there in the lunch table, then they inquired. I came, and then I ate. And then the Swami called me and said, you are waiting for appreciation for your work, isn't it? Before others, I, the in-charge Swami, should appreciate you, and that will pacify you. But you are working for Thakur, not for me. And if you expect the appreciation from the Swamis, whole life you will suffer. But if you know that the God is Jagannatha, he is constantly observing you, and always he will appreciate you for your good work, then there is no problem for you. You will get the benefit of his blessings. Now his question is, that always happens in the day-to-day work life over here. The bosses are not, they will never appreciate. But in that case, you must understand that you are confident what you have done is correct. Whether the boss appreciates it or not, you know that he is a jealous man. If he appreciates me, maybe he will be losing his job, his position. I will be promoted over there. So that is the reason he is not appreciating me right this moment. But I am 100% confident. Whatever I have done correctly. This moment he is not appreciating because that is his problem. But I will be appreciated by others. By that way, with the self-confidence, if you work, there will be no problem for you. With that, no tension. Because you are confident, whatever I have done perfectly. That is the best way. That's good. The problem is, in Chicago, we don't have many American devotees. So only Indian devotees, they come and they say the English, and I'm habituated with the Indian way of pronunciations. And I don't go, and you people go out and mix with the American people constantly. So that has become. And those who have grown up over here in the schools and colleges, of course, it is so natural. And still, I'm little the difficulty for the pronunciation. And now what I do, I see movies, English movies. Of course, the English movies, particularly the children talking with the parents, and there I'm slowly get. Otherwise, their pronunciation is little different. We understand, but still the pronunciation sometimes what actually they are meaning, and they are not also sometimes very clear what actually they are asking. That's a problem. Okay, then I think it is time.